the altitude. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So the Colorado State Rams offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He caught it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in.
The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want...
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off play action. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. To throw, it's Sanders. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Rams moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Unloads it left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. It's a draw. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Fires to the right. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Rams want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Nah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They're trying to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Hunter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up it. He could on the punt return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give out of the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
He's off to the races. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rams!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horn.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's going up top. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He's got him, and they convert. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Olsen. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the point.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Oh, spins away. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. To the air. It's now the kicker's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. man on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hayden. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Hayden. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Colorado State, 7.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires left, and the ball is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. A third and long coming up here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles offense is still on the field. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, first and goal from the 3. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's going to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It'll be second down. And remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This guy can throw it. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds his man down the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Colorado. And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And he makes a catch off the fake. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Morrow. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's complete. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.